A few years ago, I wrote a brief article for our Amish friends called Crossing the Line. It's about knowing what happens when we make wrong choices.
Crossing the line. First, what is our purpose in life? The answer is simple. Obey God, beginning with the 10 Commandments. Set good examples for others. Our behavior and actions are viewed by children, family members, friends, neighbors, strangers, and society. We all know right from wrong in almost every situation, but we don't always make the right choice. We have a responsibility to recognize and be aware of the consequences of making wrong choices. Second, why is the world deteriorating? Again, the answer is simple. We are crossing the line in our behavior and actions. Third, so what exactly is crossing the line? Traps are set all around us, using temptation as the bait to coax us into making the wrong choice. Crossing the line simply means crossing over from right to wrong. Fourth, how does crossing the line work? It begins with religious decay. When this happens, a breakdown of family values and diminishing morals follows. A lack of morals breeds hatred and violence. A desire for wealth, power, and fame sets the foundation for greed and selfishness. Gambling becomes a tool promising quick wealth. Drugs and alcohol dependency become acceptable stimuli, dulling the mind and senses. Violence is common as a result of drug and alcohol abuse. Laziness forces a dependency on others for survival. Boredom is a byproduct of too much free time, causing a search for something new and exciting to experience. Technology becomes a breeding ground for crime, corruption, and immoral activity. Material possessions are an obsession. Dissatisfaction with current material possessions causes a desire to want something better. Soon after obtaining the best, the novelty wears off, and a search for different possessions begins. All possessions yield the same result, and the cycle starts all over. Emphasis is placed on beauty, athletics, entertainment, and the arts of music and theater. Fifth, what happens when we cross the line? Crossing the line means to give in to temptation. Crossing the line means to disobey God. Crossing the line means bad consequences are sure to follow. Crossing the line means you will be hurting God and others. Crossing the line eventually means you will live a shallow existence, where others will try and take advantage of you. You will be friendless, have no privacy, be surrounded by scandal, and disliked as a person. Sixth, how do we keep from crossing the line? By obeying God's rules. Be respectful, helpful, loving, caring, sharing, thankful, courteous, kind, modest, and forgiving. Cherish and put family as a high priority. Work hard and do the best you can in everything you do. Follow your purpose in life, as mentioned in one above, and be vigilant of items 2 through 5. Seventh, what choice do we have? Life can be meaningful and rewarding. Yet there always seems to be two choices in life. The choices we make in our lives can determine the kind of life we will have. Knowing the right choice may sometimes be difficult, but we were given a brain to help us make right choices. Yet we still have difficulty knowing how to choose. What kind of lifestyle do you have? Are you easily frustrated each day? Do you find yourself depressed on a regular basis? Do you seem to be always complaining about something or someone? Do you blame others for your misfortune? How much time do you waste each day? Do you rely on others to provide for your well-being? How many of God's rules do you break every day? If any of these items pertain to you, then you are making the wrong choices. Eighth, how to avoid crossing the line. All people have the same needs for love, companionship, and basic survival demands and needs. How these needs and wants are satisfied is a question you must ask yourself. Some of these considerations include: 1. Not relying on worldly modern conveniences. 2. Having high moral codes and values. 3. recognizing the importance of family, and 4. Teaching the children, beginning at birth, the difference between right and wrong. Simply put, obey God, set good examples for others, and know right from wrong. Recognizing everyone is not perfect, do your best to help avoid the pitfalls and stress of the modern lifestyle. The Bible verses below best sum up the way to live. Simply without fanfare and very different from the fast-paced, stressful, ungodly world that surrounds us. 9th, ask yourself, is everything mentioned above a person's opinion or another lecture on human behavior? The material presented is based on facts, observations, reasoning, deductions, and conclusions. Perhaps God's words will be more meaningful. Live in the world, but not of it. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. 1 John 2:15. Let love be without hypocrisy. Abhor what is evil, cling to what is good. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Give preference to one another in honor, not lagging behind in diligence, fervent in spirit. Serving the Lord, rejoicing in hope, persevering in tribulation, devoted to prayer, contributing to the needs of the saints, practicing hospitality. Romans 12:9-13. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. Galatians 5:22-23. Finally, brethren, whatever is true and right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good repute, if there is any excellence and if anything worthy of praise, dwell on these things. Philippians 4:8.